What is going on, you guys? Dexterity Bear here, and I'm back to you guys in another video today. And today in this video, I'm going to be talking about some Fortnite tips and tricks on my opinion, and also a couple things that you should probably know about Fortnite. You also got to know a couple things to play it correctly. There's also a couple tips and tricks that you can learn along the way. So let's just start off with this video on a couple easy tips and tricks. And hopefully you guys do enjoy the video, and let's get right into it. So with the first tip that I have starting off with, I just want to say that this is a pretty plain and simple tip that not a lot of people know about, but it's really good to know. So in any pile of dead loot that you pick off somebody, you always want to pull out your pickaxe first, and you'll only grab the stackable items. I mean, unless you technically want the scar that they probably have, or a legendary sniper. But yeah, that's always good to have. And it's always good to know that just if you want the ammo and you just want to keep going, always pull out your pickaxe to just easy pickup. It'll only stack stackable items. This is also a preference type of tip, I guess I would say. Basically, depending on your preference, I'd always switch out bandages for medkits. Bandages only get you to 75 with a certain amount, and medkits get you to 100 with only one. I do not know the max amount that you can actually hold, but I do know that it does get you to full health. Also, following up about medkits and bandages, you always want to pick up shield potions, even if you have a little bit too much. Make a little bit of room. If you already have a lot and you already have 100, you never know if you're going to need to refill on shield potions. But the majority of the time, you'll only find like 2 to 3, or not even any at all. But hopefully you do find some, because those will also help you out a lot as much as bandages and medkits do. Also, following up the whole pickaxe thing, you always want to take ammo no matter what type, less ammo for other players possibly following your tracks or even getting there afterwards. It'll help a lot, and yeah, if you just pick up ammo and just keep going, you definitely, for a fact, maybe if you have a pistol already, you don't need to pick up that pistol unless it's a blue pistol or a green pistol, and hopefully it doesn't confuse you too much. Just always pick up ammo. It's just better. It's better. It'll help you a lot, trust me. Here's actually a pretty long tip that I actually have to discuss, because not a lot of people know. Well, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, I guess, to some players, but for the players that do not know, the rarity in this game goes a little bit weird. If you're actually an all-time Call of Duty player, it's totally different compared to how they do it. Okay, so white, or is it like a light color? It's common, and then green is, I'm pretty sure, rare. Blue is better than green, but I can't remember exactly the thing. And then it goes purple, which is epic, I'm pretty sure. And then you got yellow/gold, which is legendary. And it's always good to pick these things up. You could also always find you can always find these if you're in the top 20 people, most likely killing somebody off. They'll definitely have like a sniper or something, possibly a scar, and it's just really helpful to know the rarities, because if you don't, then if you decide to throw away a better thing than you already have, you're kind of screwed in a way. Well, not screwed. You could definitely still win with a common, but still, it's better to have the better rarities, because it does give you better accuracy. I'm pretty sure it does, where it doesn't spread all over the place. But hopefully that does help you guys. Here's an optional thing you can actually do depending what type of player you like to be. But personally, I don't like to take action unless needed, unless someone is actually shooting at me, or I'm feeling risky. But this is an optional tip. Don't take action unless you need to. It's better to just pick off the end people. If you can camp around and stay till the end, then that's good. That's somewhat good. But you always want to get that good loot, so killing off people will also lower your chances of dying by someone in a way, and it'll also give you better loot because you don't know what they have on them, unless you could tell what they're shooting at you with, or you're in up close battle with them. But other than that, talking about the battle bus or whatever it's called, I have no idea what it's called, but whatever it is, you never want to jump out at the beginning. I mean, somewhat it is pretty smart if your location is nearby, but that's also another bad thing. Don't go down near the bus. If you go down near the bus, you probably have a better chance of dying, and I don't know, the circle is usually random, so you don't really have to worry about that, but you always want to watch out for the specific landing area or where it's coming from, and you always want to know what you're doing first. As soon as you see the bus go, you might as well just start like thinking about where you want to go or where you want to be. Here are some squad tips for a few people that like to play in squads and don't really like solo. Squad tips is never, in any situation, never leave your team / squad. You never want to leave these people because they're also the people that are going to be depending on you if they get down, and you also are going to be depending on them if you get down. And if you both get down, you want to depend on the other people, so you always want to stick together. Never play with randoms unless you're just playing for fun, and well, I mean, technically you're always probably playing for fun, but unless you're just playing to play. If you don't really care if you're gonna win or not, I really wouldn't recommend. If you actually do care if you're gonna win, I wouldn't recommend playing with randoms. It's just not the good thing to do. And also duos. I actually haven't played with randoms at all in duos, so I don't know how it's gonna work. It doesn't seem like it would be that bad because you're only depending on one other person, which you could just follow around, depending if they're good or not, or if you get put with a good person or not. Only bad part is that you can't actually. Most of the time you won't have enough time to actually invite them to a party or something, or whatever you're playing on. But playing with randoms is never the best thing to do unless you're just playing to mess around and you're not actually playing to do other stuff. But yeah, squads and duos are pretty complicated sometimes because you actually have to depend on some of your team. And a quick thing about looting, you always want to look for loot boxes, because a lot of people decide to skip the loot boxes, or they just don't even think to look for them because they're trying to get to the bubble like everybody else. But ammo boxes, they are very helpful, and if the place is already looted, I'd still recommend checking, because there's some people that are not that smart, don't realize that there's one either under the staircase in the houses. There's also one near Lonely Lodge at the end of the tower somewhere. They're just everywhere. They're also in the little gas station behind the register. They're completely everywhere, and if that will help you a lot, because the more ammo, the less ammo you'll run out of, I guess. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory, but you get what I'm saying. And before I leave this video off, I want to leave you guys with the last tip, which is also something that is really helpful and really useful. Use the terrain as your advantage. The bushes are really good to hide in. Hide behind trees, but always watch out if you're in the last top 5 or last top 10 and you're at the small little circle that you get to. If people have a strong enough gun, or say like a rocket launcher or an RPG or like a grenade launcher, they can blow up the trees, and that is not very good, but they cannot blow up the bushes. So hiding in bushes is a really good thing to do. And before I end this video off, I just want to say, hope you guys did enjoy this video, and like, subscribe if you want more daily uploads, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.